Yeah, I've done so many races I've raced on all seven continents twice. But there was one race I did. It was in the Atacama Desert, which is in South America,
Uh-huh.
in Chile,
Hmm.
and it's the driest place on earth. I remember asking one of the guys there. I said, when did it last rain? And he said it hasn't. I said, well, since when? He said, since we've been keeping records. There's never been a recorded raindrop where you're racing.
Wow.
The
Wow.
humidity was so low, yeah, and it was like a Marscape. It was 6 days self-supported, 250 kilometers. When I say self-supported, that means you have to carry everything you need in your pack. Uh, they would set up a tent for you at night for the racers, and they provide water. But as far as food, you were living on freeze-dried food, astronaut food basically.
Right.
You were sleeping in a tent where at night it was below freezing. During the day it was over 100 degrees. And it was just, I just remember, and there's no, I mean, you're not showering. There's no water for showers. So you're out there for 6 days crossing this desert. And I remember my hair was like straw. I could just break my pieces
Wow.
of my
I'm
hair off.
sure. Wow. Do
Yeah.
do you have to orient that way too, or do you kind of generally know what is it that I can't imagine that there's a 250 mile or kilometer trail or something? How do you make sure that you're not going up the side of a volcano or something instead?
Yeah, it's an actual organized race. And they put out these pink flags, line of sight. You're not allowed to use a GPS. So you've got to look for, like, you get to a pink flag, you look for the next pink flag.
Wow.
The problem is, if you're in a desert and there's a sandstorm,
Right.
you
Yeah.
can't